Hello everyone.
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm good.
I'm great.
So since we conduct this interview at night, I feel sorry for not open the camera due to some problem, and hopefully you don't mind me. So we would like to say that we are really pleased to meet you and thank for being part of this research today. First of all, I would like to introduce ourselves first. My name, Lina.
My name is Cheng.
My name is Kanjaka.
While our topic is online cheating in EFL context, concern and preventive strategy, and the object of this research is to identify all concerning coming from online cheating and give some effective strategy that should be practiced in academic performance. We invite you today because we are curious about some information related to online cheating, and we hope that at the end of this interview, we will get more idea and understand better, especially your idea, your perception. What do you think about this topic? And we wish you will bring us a great idea about this context. Our interview will take you about 30 minutes or can be longer, depend on your answer. Furthermore, if you don't mind us, can we do record this video?
Yes, that's okay for me.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, thank you for allow us to take record because it really is significant for our research. It is have us fully focus on your answer when we miss some information. So during our meeting, we are not attempt to force you to participate in the study. Nevertheless, you have the right to refuse to answer any question that you feel uncomfortable, and you have the option to withdraw at any time. Meaning that everything you said in here is not going to share and just heard only people in this group interview. So if you don't have any concern, can we start our interview question?
Yes.
I think.
As you all know, because of the COVID-19 pandemic crisis, our educational school in both developed and developing countries, including Cambodia too. So they have been forced, like themselves, to transfer from face-to-face learning to online or e-learning as a priority. They do that in order to prevent the spread of this coronavirus. So now let's move on to our first question. The first question is that have you ever known any type of online cheating method that students use during their examination?
So as far as I know, there are some students they copy the question into the website and then paste the best answer that they can steal from it. And another method that I heard is to cover the mic with a tape so that we can talk to our friend quietly without getting caught.
Thank you for your answer. Can you explain more about the method of using a tape uh, for covering the mic in case you know clearly better than us?
Yeah, so about that, I think all you need is a small tape or a sticker, and you have to put that tape or sticker in front of the mic so that the invigilator they can't hear your voice clearly, and by doing so, you can talk to anyone in the room quietly.
I see. Thank you. For me, I kind of know some type of online cheating methods students use their examination tool, such as screen sharing or through mobile phone, or sometimes they use several devices to check in the website.
Um,
Thank you.
so to sum, so to sum up, there are a lot of cheating methods that students try to use to conduct the online cheating, right?
Yes.
So now let's move on to the second question. From your point of view, what are the reasons that make students try to cheat during their academic performance?
I think it can be because they want to get higher grade, like without having to study much. And for some students, like they are fear of failing because they have poor studying skill that can prevent them from getting the grade they desire. And for other, it can be like because they feel insecure about themselves, like they are not going to pass the exam. And besides that, cheating is very common these days. For some students, they do it because like they see everyone doing it. And moreover, some exam process are not that strict anymore, which can give students the tendency to cheat.
Thank you. And you have mentioned that some students are doing online cheating because they see that some students are doing it. So, do you know how to prevent that from happening?
So, from my opinion, to prevent the tendency of wanting to cheat from happening, we have to make a clear-cut distinction that cheating is wrong. We are lying or dishonest if we are cheating, and moreover, we have to acknowledge that nothing comes good if we get caught. Like we can fail the subject or we have to retake the course. So, like just one time cheating can fix everything, and all good thing that we can get from it is having good grade that we should not be proud of. That's all I have to
Thank,
say.
yeah, thank you for your useful answer.
And from my point of view, there are a few reasons that make students cheat during their academic performance, such as desire to get good grade or to pass the subject, fear of failing, poor time management, and belief that they will not get caught when they cheat. Yes.
Uh, you have mentioned about the belief that students think that they will not get caught when they cheat. So I just want to raise one example. If lecturer aware of student is cheating, should lecturer mark them zero first or just warn them first? I just want to know your own opinion. What do you think about that?
Yes. In that case, I think lecturer should warn them first by deducting some point because for the first mistake, they should be forgiven and just warn them is enough. Yet if they still attempt to cheat for the second time or third time, then lecturer should mark them zero because they don't obey the instruction and lecturer warned them has already warned them. Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you for your sharing with us. So now let's move on to the next question. Is that what are the consequences that coming from online cheating?
So from my perspective, the first consequence of online cheating is that students are ruining themselves. Like when cheating, they miss out on an opportunity to learn or to get to know the strengths and weaknesses in the study, which later can make them feel like the grade is useless since they don't earn it fair and square, and it can also hurt the career performance as well. And furthermore, I think there are so many risks that come from online cheating. Like students, they can fail the assignment, which can hurt the overall grade. And the worst part is that they have to retake the course if they are found cheating in the final examination. So I think they just waste their time on cheating instead of using it wisely on studying well.
For me, I would say that there are several consequences coming from online cheating, and I think that it's important for to every student to be aware of what the consequences are for cheating if they get caught. First, cheating frequently by cheating frequently, they're missing out the opportunity to learn. And second, they could fail the entire course and they have to retake it. And last but not least, they definitely have a habit of attempting to cheat, which make them relying on this bad habit and lose interest to review the lesson before the exam. All for me.
Thank you so much for detailed answer, both of you. And now let's move on to the next question, which is question number 4. Have you heard any strategy that are used to prevent students from online cheating, or you can introduce us some kind of strategy that your institute has used to forbid students from online cheating?
So to combat online cheating, we have to secure browsers. It means that if a candidate opens another browser beside the one that is for the exam, an error notification will be sent to the examiner. And moreover, online cheating happens because most of the questions can be answered by a simple web search or by finding them in the textbook. So the question should require critical thinking so that the student can't cheat easily.
Uh, for the institution that I study, they use many strategies to prevent students from online dishonestly by using the other device camera to monitoring students while they're taking exam. Another way, just like our university IFL, they use big exam, which is the online exam software to conduct assessment with effective analytical report, and I can say that those strategies are effective and might help students to prevent from online cheating. Yes.
Thank you for sharing with us. And you mentioned that the method that your university are using is very effective. And why do you think it is effective?
I think this method is effective, just like I have mentioned earlier, because this online exam software will alert to lecturer system when students attempt to cheat by going to another tab to cheat or something. So students might be aware of this method and try not to cheat.
Thank you. And now has come to the last question. Based on your experiences, what do you think college students should do or prepare for online examination in order to avoid online cheating?
I think firstly we have to give ourselves enough time to study. It is good to make a study schedule that fit our study habit and doesn't leave anything for the last minute. Secondly, I often practice on all exams because it helps me get an idea of what will be there and the time I need in my actual exam. And most importantly, we have to find the right place to study. Everyone they have different preferences for where they can get the best work done. So we have to make sure that our study place doesn't have much distraction. And for me, I found myself studying well when I am in a place with a quiet music in the background. So all I have to do is to minimize distraction, like placing my phone in do not disturb mode.
Uh, for me, based on my own experience, to prepare for online examination in order to avoid online cheating, I think college students should do self-review beforehand. By this, I mean they should make some time to be prepared and review the courses to avoid relying on cheating. And besides this, students should be alert and be honest to themselves that cheating is like committing a crime and it will bring the various consequences. So uh, they have to avoid doing this bad habit.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you so much for your detailed answer. Can you tell me how do you manage your set schedule for better preparation for your exam?
For me, before I have the exam, I always manage my schedule properly because I don't want to mess up or make mistake. I will make sure to look at the exam date of every subject clearly, and I usually review the lesson with a small group of friends, and we explain the lesson to each other. So when the exam day come, I will be well prepared with the lesson, and I will avoid relying on cheating. Yes, that's all for me.
Thank you so much.
So we are grateful for today's interview so much. Thank you for your effort to answer every question in detail. You have given us a clear overview of your position, and it comes to the end of our interview today. Hopefully, we will have another chance to meet and work together. So many thank you, you guys, for being part of this interview.